Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. Thank you for your feedbacks and comments after going through the video lecture sessions shared to you all. Today we are going to have another video session on networking and communications. If you could have a look on today's businesses, they don't restrict to a particular place or country alone. Today there are many businesses who show their global presence. And for this global presence, networking plays a major role. Networking is a technology that helps organizations to share information as well as resources from among its employees and to the stakeholders. Now, it's like having its operations within themselves and connecting to the outside world. And for this networking to be made possible, computers again play a major role. Networking helps the organizations to share information through the use of computer among its employees. And also it helps in sharing various crucial resources of any organization for the smooth functioning of various operations inside the organization. So today let's discuss a few of the types of network first, and then we'll be moving to network architecture. Basically, there are four types of networks: local area network, wide area network, intranet, and extranet. Local area networks connect workstations and its peripheral devices in a close proximity. It has limited geographical area and the data transfer speed varies from 100 Mbps to 10 Gbps. This is like actually local area network is mainly used for sharing of resources. Whereas in wide area network, it connects several cities, states, or even countries, and this can be owned by different parties. Internet is a wide area network. We all know the usage of internet, right? It connects people together, companies together, businesses together, and transfer of information is wide. It's not only restricted to data sharing, but is sharing of information is open. The network is opened. You can connect to different sources. And what is this intranet and what is extranet? Intranet is actually a network which is created for the organization. Inside the organization, sharing of information. Now, which means it's a closed network. Only the employees of an organization can have access. It is restricted. Whereas extranet is collection of intranets together. Say for example, an organization having connection with its suppliers, in other terms, extending its connectivity to the outsiders for business purposes comes under extranet. These are the four major types of networking. Moving to the network architecture, there are almost five network architecture: star, ring, bus, mesh, and tree. Let's discuss this one by one. What is the star architecture? Star architecture helps to connect computers to a common computer which is called as a hub. Here what happens is all the communication takes place through this hub. Information is mainly stored in this hub, and this from this hub informations are shared. The main advantage of this type is the control is with this hub or with this master computer, and if there is any problem it is easy to handle. And the next one is ring architecture. In this ring architecture, the dependency of one central computer is used to create a network. All the computers are connected from one to another. It's a kind of closed ring. To transfer any data from one computer to another, the data will be traveling in a sequence or in a ring. Okay. Uh, for example, from data from computer A to computer E, the data transfer will be from computer A to B, B to C, and then C to D and G. It will be traveling only as a sequence. And the third one is bus architecture. It is widely used, to create local area networks. Most of the computer labs will be using this bus architecture, where you have a common server fixed, and from that server, now as you see in the diagram, the computer lines are extended and it can be used. And what is this mesh architecture? It's computers are connected from one to another, which means the information can be shared from one to another intermittently. The transfer of information will follow a certain path. And finally, the tree architecture, it's just as the name mean, it will have a root and then the branches. This tree architecture uses mostly star and bus architecture. The main resources are stored in one root, and then there will be a lot of branches which is split. So these are the various types of architecture which you can see in the networking. Also requesting you all to uh, have a look on the video resources I have shared in regard to network protocol and architecture models. Thank you.